Stop motion isn't an easy thing, and over the years, I've gotten a lot of requests for tutorials. Okay, actually, it isn't as many as I thought, but I'm gonna make this video anyways. So this is a stop motion lighting crash course. The first thing I want to talk about is light choice. The lights that I have are from my dad. I don't really know how expensive they are, but I do know that the brand is JVM. Now, I got my lights for free, but most people will have to pay for theirs, so I don't recommend getting these ones because they are pretty expensive. If you have the money for them, then go for it, but let me show you some alternatives that are much cheaper. Okay, so there are two different types of lights that I would recommend. First is these little box light thingies. They are very helpful to set mood, but also add accents to backgrounds and the sides of figures. Now, the second kind of light that I would recommend are desk lamps. While they are good for general lighting, fill lighting, and lighting up backgrounds, they do have a big issue. Many desk lamps tend to flicker, and this is really bad for stop motion. If your lighting isn't consistent, then nobody's going to want to continue watching your film. They'll get bored and just think that the quality is too low. Watching an animation with light flicker can also be very taxing on the eyes, so we need to make sure that our lighting is very consistent. So let me show you a way to know if your lights are good or not. Go up to your light, turn it on, and set up a slow motion video that's pointed at your light. If the light is good, then there will be no flicker on the video, but if the light is bad, then there will be flicker on the video. Now, the next tip I have is mood. Mood is very important in animation. It helps convey the tone and the emotions of your animation. For example, in this scene, it's supposed to feel kind of vivid, but it's also supposed to feel like a happy memory. This is shown through the bright yellow lights, which help convey the happy, delighted mood, and the backlight shining through the window, which can help convey the idea that this is indeed a memory and this is not in current time. Now, if you want your scene to feel eerie, I recommend using low light and shining a red light directly on your figure. Or if you want the film to just feel really casual, then just use normal lights. No need to change the colors. A lot of lights don't change colors, so you can use these little gel palettes that you slide over the lights and it will change the color of the lights. That's really all I have to say about mood, but remember that you don't want it to be boring and you want to have a lot of color and feel and emotion in your films. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is actual light placement in your films. If you've ever been in a media class or watched any videos about lighting techniques, then you've seen this diagram before. This is called 3-point lighting. Let me break it down. This light is called a key light. It's meant to light your subject and give a clear image. This is called a fill light. It's meant to brighten up all the shadows that would normally be there and help even out the lighting. And lastly, this is a backlight. This helps light up the background and the behind of your character. Here's an example. This is a scene with no lights. Pretty dark, right? Now, we add the key light, then the fill light, and then the backlight. This will remove your lighting feeling boring. Also, diffusing these lights by covering them up with paper is very helpful. It helps the lights kind of feel more deep and like they have more of a tone to it. Alright, so the next thing I have to talk about is color theory. Basically, just look at a color matching diagram. This diagram basically just shows what colors match with other colors. For example, blue and purple, blue and orange, purple and yellow, and red and purple. Okay guys, I know that's a lot of purple, but honestly I just really like the way that purple looks in animations, and I think it helps convey a lot of emotions. Alrighty, so the final thing I have to talk about is strong backlighting. This can be really effective in scenes that are meant to be very dramatic, especially when someone is being introduced for the first time or they're having some sort of main character moment. I strongly recommend experimenting with strong backlighting because I think it can convey a lot of emotion and really show when something's supposed to be very dramatic. Okay, that's all I really have for this video. I do plan to do some more tutorials in the future, and I do hope that this video helped you. If you would like me to go more in depth on these tips, I would love to. Just drop a comment down below and I'll try my best. Also, if this tutorial was helpful, please drop a comment down below and I will try to recreate more things like this.